Three, two, one, and you are on. Here we go. Final camera adjustments. Off to a great start. Nobody. Oh. I don't like to just start talking and there's nobody there. So, granted, people are going to come back and watch us. They're going to see what I said, but I'd like to have at least somebody here talking to or listening to me rant and rave about things that I rant and rave about. Rant and rave, not roof.
I listen to you rant and rave all day.
Yeah, well, you should work with me. It's even worse. It's almost nonstop bitching. It's almost like talking to Democrats. Nothing makes sense, and I just keep screaming. Holy fuck. I'm into this in a minute and nobody. I wonder if somebody else is going live at the same time I am that's more popular, which is everybody.
I don't know. Have you checked?
I don't know. No, I can't. I'm on my phone. I can't. Oh my God, I got one thumb up. And not up my butt. Oh, and I got one person. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling like somebody again. Who's out here? Somebody talk to me. Tell me who you are. Let me get my messages up here. Bing, ding, ding. There we go. All right. Okay, the two people that are out here. Is somebody else going live right now? California Critic, hello man, how are you doing? Is somebody else going live right now that I'm not aware of that's more popular than me, which is basically anybody? Can anybody answer me that question? Because if they are, I feel bad about, well, I shouldn't feel bad about it because they're going to trump me. Anyway. Okay, so California Critic is out here. And it says I got two people, but I don't know who the other person is. No. Pete, oh fudge. Pete the Patriots live? Fuck. I might as well just hang it up. Nobody's gonna come here. Nobody's gonna watch me. Nobody.
You gotta choose a different time.
I didn't know he went on at 8. Well, 8 o'clock my time, which would be 5 o'clock his time. Goddamn California people. They're always screwing things up. Tactical Technician, how are you? It's trivia night. Well, that's why. Fudge. God damn it. I gotta find a night that I can just do my own. And Tactical Technician says, hi, Flo.
Hi.
She's here. So, I mean, I appreciate you guys being here, but why? I thought for sure you'd be at Pete the Patriots live stream. I mean, the man's more entertaining than I am. And plus, he's got trivia. I just got me. Which is kind of sad in a way. But, well, you know what? The show must go on, right? And I said I was going to come out here at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, and I'm going to do it. So, Pete, if you watch this, I apologize, but you really have nothing to worry about. You like me better, okay? Thank you. I did not realize that he was on the same time. That really bothers me. So maybe I'm going to start doing this. Is his show an hour long? Can anybody answer me that? Is it go to Pete's place? Got to represent my Cali brothers. I'll catch you in the replay. All right, man. Thanks. You know what? I probably am just going to, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do now. I cannot lie. I actually like Flo better. Well, you know, I thought, yes, 1 hour. American Rob, thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate it. I know everybody probably wants to go to Pete, so, and I don't blame you. I really thought, well, I guess last Wednesday when I did this, it was at 7, and so that would have been 4 o'clock his time if I'm correct in my thinking. So, and I might have to get my own time slot here. See, I'm losing people. I'm going from 4 down to 3. I've been at this. Oh, you're on Florida time, Miguel? Are you in Florida or are you just on the Eastern time zone? You're welcome. I can't stay too long getting ready to eat a bit. Don't lie. You're going to Pete show. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to go to Pete the Patriot show, go ahead. I think I'm going to just call this a dud because It's been 5 minutes, and I got 4 people, and I appreciate those 4 people, but I'm not going to compete with them. I just can't compete with that, man. I mean, maybe in a foot race, I'm sure. I don't know how far the foot race would go between me and Pete, but I think I could take him in that. I really do. I think I could take him on that. So, Pete, you got a challenge. Me and you, foot race. We'll meet somewhere in the middle of the country, like Missouri or Kansas. You come from California, I'll come from Florida. We'll get this thing going. All right. Oh, I'm back up to 4 and 4. Okay. Oh, Shrek is in Miami. Oh, you're in Miami. I'm up here I'm on the other coast. I'm up here near Tampa, north of Tampa. Been there for 2 years now. I'm not in that line. I might go for a ride on the scoot, though. Oh, yeah, go. Mine's in the shop. Mine is in the shop. I just got the diagnosis today. It is definitely a dead battery. The battery is fried. It's like the original battery of the bike. The bike's 7 years old. I didn't know when I bought it, or else I would have had to replace the battery before I bought it. I should have anyway, but I didn't. I also need a back tire for it, so that's going to be fine. I got to find somebody to do a tire cheap for me, because these hands aren't mechanical. They're only good for a few things. This, sometimes this, and this, but that's about it. Although it was interesting, me and the voice, we were in the pool tonight. And I asked her, I started having fun, and she looked over at me and she said, yes, I'm having a great time. And she said, come to think of it, this is the first time me and you've been this close and I've actually been wet. So I got that going for me. I said, I want to get her going, I just got to take her to the pool. Oh, yes. It's no fun in a pool. If you've ever done it in a pool, don't. It hurts. It hurts. Chlorine dries shit out. Even though it's wet, it dries it out, so it makes it sticky. Does not work out real well. Kind of like trying to have... No, I won't go there. I won't go there.
No, just stay out of there.
I'll stay out of there, because that's what I need is to stay out of there. Because somebody's going to get mad. I got 4 people out here. Somebody's going to get mad. Oh, you said something nasty sexually. But I tell you what, this is really turning out to be... I tried one on Saturday night, and it bombed because somebody came out there and dropped... I'm giving out too much. Somebody dropped a bombshell about somebody getting hurt, and that just brought the whole mood of the thing down. CLC in Florida. Hello, Miss Crystal. How are you? And so that Saturday didn't work out, and I thought, well, I did it on Wednesday the last time, and I got a pretty good response. I think I had like up to 25 people, which is good for me. But that was at 7 o'clock. Oh, I'm up to 6 people now. Hopefully people are going to be flip-flopping back and forth between me and Pete. And I hate to do that to the man, because I really like Pete the Patriot. He's a really, really nice guy. I even have some of the things that I've won from his trivia night. Still have them. I have a pack of cards. Desert Storm playing card. No, Desert Storm chewing bubblegum cards or something. Vince Dunn, how are you? How's Tennessee, my friend? But yeah, I like Pete. He never did send me that bumper sticker though, did he? No, he never did. He never sent me that bumper sticker. So yeah, that's interesting. Oh, I'm up to 6 and 6 likes. So hey, at least everybody's hitting the thumbs up.
Well, is that out of pity or?
It's probably out of pity right now. It's freaking hot up by you in Tennessee. Okay, Vince. Now, really. Did it get up to 100 and, let me see, what was in our building today? 122, but the outside air felt like it was 110. So, can you compete with that, Vince? Do you have that kind of heat up there? I lived in Tennessee, so I know it can get hot. I lived in Tennessee in 89 to 90 or 91, and I finally had to get out of there because I got sick to death of hearing people saying, "You talk funny," which I'd always answer with them, "Well, it's called proper English. You should try it sometime, slick." And they go, my name ain't Slick. And you're, woo. It was technically 90 today, felt like 120. In Tennessee? No. There's no way your real feel could have been hotter than ours. Because we've been under a heat advisory for the last 7-8 days, I think it was. Speaking of Tennessee, I picked up Jack Daniels Friday night in Lynchburg. Oh, you did? Cool. I've been there. I've been to the Jack Daniels plant. Took the tour. I liked it a lot. You work out in the sun? Oh, well, I don't work directly in the sun, but I am in and out of the building all day. So I get you now. It's the humidity. Yeah. The humidity levels here, I think we're cranking them up at about 60-75% humidity every day. And I work in a building that has doors on one side and not the opposite side. So we get no cross breeze. They have no way to vent the building. It's an old ice hockey arena. And they've turned it into this gigantic building of stuff and shelving and whatnot. And it's terrible in there sometimes. It's just unbelievable. But today, as I was sitting here waiting to come on, down here in Florida, they have this series of little short films that are really, really funny. I mean, I've never laughed so hard in my life. I mean, it's this old guy, and he kind of babbles a little bit, and you don't really know what he's talking about. And then Lisa informed me that those were Joe Biden for president commercials I was watching. I just thought that was a funny series about some sort of comic or something, but it wasn't. So American Robert, refresh me. Where is it that you live? I want to know where you ride at. And I forgot what you ride. What do you ride? Obviously, it's a motorcycle, but no, he's got a really fast horse. Oh my God, I'm up to 7. And it's only taking me 12 and a half minutes.
So how much money did it cost you to pay those people to show up?
$5 a piece. I got them off of Fiverr. The website where you pay people $5 to do things for you. Yeah. I gave me an update on our friend. Miguel. Miguel, you're the guy. Is it the same guy that's friends with Duke? Because I know Duke got injured recently. Was it? And somebody said something about Miguel. Was that Miguel? Was that the same guy that knows Duke? One of them, yes, it's Duke. Yeah, I know Duke. I know Duke got hurt. He got trampled by horses or something like that at his job or at a horse farm or something. Geez. Website. What website is it, Jim? I need the grass mowed for $5. I don't know if anybody. It's called Fiverr.com. Fiver. .com. Fiverr, and you can go out there. And if you need some little project done, like say you need a postcard designed for some upcoming event, somebody will do the main one for $5. It's a whole bunch of different people out there. Yes, I know Duke was trampled. I know it was Duke. I get that. I just was trying to understand if the Miguel that's out here now was the same Miguel that was the one who was telling us. Yes, I know he was trampled by horses. I understand that, and I'm sorry to hear that, because my family used to have farms down south, and I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what you're asking me anymore, Crystal. Okay, here's all I know. Duke got trampled by horses. When? How? Don't know. Some guy named Miguel has been in contact with everybody, a few people, and letting them know. And that's where it ends for me. That's all I know. I don't know if the man's in a hospital. I don't know if he's recuperating at home. I don't know if he's in a coma, if he's awake, how bad he got broken bones, ribs, what, I don't know. That's all I know, is the man was trampled by horses. So if anybody out here knows any more information, and it's okay to say it. Please say it so other people who are asking about Duke can get some information, because I honestly don't know any more than just that. That's all right, Crystal. It's no big deal. I do stuff like that all the time. Apparently, it was last Saturday. He's still in the hospital, as far as I know. Is he doing better, American Rob? Is he doing better? Has anybody talked to him? I'm almost waiting for some Jeopardy music to start. Doo, 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 doo. Like I'm asking questions and waiting for the answer from Jeopardy. Okay, here we go. From Vince. Still hospitalized as of today. A few broken ribs and bones. No concussion. Had barbed wire in his hand. Okay, so I mean, it's not good that he got trampled, but it's not terrible. You know, I mean, yeah, he's going to be hurting. I get it. I've never. Well, I'll take that back. I have fallen off. I've fallen off of a horse, and that's one of the reasons why I don't drink and ride anymore. But then I had the horse fall off me. Why he was on me, I don't know. But that's why I don't drink and ride anymore. Okay.
Wow. You
Yeah.
went a long way for that one.
I did. I went a long way. I didn't go just next door. I went around the block for that joke.
And it wasn't worth it.
And it wasn't worth it. No. It was like getting a really bad Uber ride and having to pay for it. It really was dumb. But, you know, I would be more than happy to see anybody else come out here and do this. It's not easy to keep people going for an hour. It really isn't. That's why I prefer radio. I was told by Miguel he was trying to escape the hospital. So he's going to be okay. He's just banged up real bad. Basically, just banged up really bad. I get it. I was... Oh, when was I in hospital? Was that the March before last? When I had gallbladder stones that were migrating into my liver. And I had to have surgery, and I was there for 4 days, right? 4 days?
Yeah.
4 days. And I hated every minute of it. I could not stand it. Actually, there's a video back in my archives of me in the hospital bed. I did something from the hospital. Or did I put that on Facebook? I can't remember, but I did something. I forgot. Miguel, it's Duke Ryan. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry that the man is in the hospital, and, you know, it was like a car wreck with a horse. Well, it was horsepower. I mean, I'm sorry that he is in the state that he's in under the circumstances, but it does sound like to me that if he's trying to get out of the hospital, he's got to be okay. And does the man work with horses? Does anybody know that? Is he like a horse wrangler or something like that? Is he a farmhand, or was this just a vagabond random group of horses that just were walking through the street one day and said, "Let's get them"? Again, there's that faint Jeopardy music. It's his horses. Okay, all right. His horses did that to him? My God, that's like having your dog bite you. They must have gotten spooked or something, because my uncle used to raise horses, and I've seen them at times where they get spooked and they will just bolt. They're gone. Well, I went too fast here. What? Thunder spooked them? Okay. All righty. Somebody must be smoking something they're not supposed to. I don't play with horses. Okay. I don't know what you quite meant by that, Miguel, but okay. You don't play with horses. And who's smoking what? I'm sorry, the statement didn't make any sense to me, my friend. I'm sorry. It just didn't make any sense to me. But then I'm reading comments they're a little bit of a lag behind when you guys put them up. I see them later. So I probably missed something. I'm real good at doing that.
Well, at least you can read now.
Yes, I can read now. And I should have glasses on because I could probably... American Rob says, yes, that's what Miguel said. He got spooked. They got spooked, and Duke couldn't get back over the fence. Okay, so it was a farming accident, basically. All right, yeah. Now, believe it or not, cows, because my uncle raised cows, dairy cows, and if they get spooked, they can cause some damage. And they're I think they're heavier than a horse. I'm not really sure. I haven't had a chance to actually weigh a cow or a horse separately. I don't think Publix would let me take them in there to use their public scale. Of course, all you people who don't know what Publix is are going, what? What the hell is a Publix? I didn't know what Publix was until I moved down here. But if you ever want a sub sandwich, there is no better than Publix in Florida. They make the best, and get it with the boar's head meat. Absolutely the best. Absolutely the best.
They're a good company.
Yes, and they do a lot of every night. From what I understand, I used to talk to somebody who worked for Publix. They said every night after they're done with the store closing up, they actually take the food, some of the food that they have left over, like in the pre-made sandwiches and stuff, and they won't sell them the next day. They'll actually donate them to a food bank, which I believe they donate them to the Volunteer Way, which is about 7 miles down the road from here. Very good place, just an incredible place. They're keeping a lot of people in Florida fed for free, and of course there's people there that take advantage of that situation too, because from what I understand, you don't need anything but a driver's license from Florida, and they'll give you a couple sacks of food, depending on your family size, I guess. I don't know how those things work, but because what I usually do is I just go dumpster diving, because actually I have gotten food out of dumpster diving, and it's been okay. This is back when I lived in Illinois. When I would go in the winter time, the dead of winter, when everything was cold, meat, as long as it's completely intact in the wrapper, you can take it. It's just like having it in your freezer if it's outside and it's cold like that. But mostly I went dumpster diving for stuff to sell and to get my dog's dog food. And at one point, oh my God, me and Miranda, we were trying to see how much food we could donate to the local animal shelter in one day. And we ended up taking, I think it was probably 12. We hit a mother load of dog food, like 12 or 13 huge bags of dog food. And we took them all right up there, and I was up front with them, told them, this came out of a dumpster, and they said, we don't care. The price is right, but what they will do is they will check the food as they're feeding the dogs the food. And if any of the bags are open, they won't use them. But I would never give them bags that were open. I would always get unopened bags, because you never know what's inside of a dumpster. Hell, you could be looking at a dumpster, I could pop out. So, but the thing about down here in Florida, dumpster diving down in Florida sucks. It just sucks ass. Mostly because you have so many scavengers out there that if you're literally not out there when something good is chucked into the garbage can, it's gone within half an hour. I've been to many spots out here that kind of like a regular spots now, and some days I'll get there first, and I have found a lot of stuff, and then sometimes it's no dice, you don't find anything. But I went a very long streak where I did not have to buy dog food for the longest time, and that was nice. And then at one point, I was at home. I was sitting on like six big, huge bags of dog food for my dogs. So if you're interested, go check out PetSmart, Aldi's, or your grocery store. Stay away from Walmart, because Walmart will prosecute you and throw you in jail. They don't care. Plus, they have compactors. If you're caught in the compactor, you're instantly arrested. Plus, you're stupid for going into a compactor, because somebody in the store could cycle it through and you're squooshed, and you don't need to be that. So stay out of there. Let's see. Oh, today, the heat. Let's talk about the heat. The heat here in Florida lately. Now, I know we just came out of August, and I understand August is supposed to be the hottest month, right? Is that what you've heard too?
Yes.
August is supposed to be the hottest month, and it's living up to its name, or it's a legend. It has been way to go, dog. I hope that didn't come across. My Roddy just farted. She's right over here. She just Cut one loose. I can still see the green cloud floating around. Uh, but it has been so hot here in Florida that I literally go to work. I work 7:30 till 4:30. And except for the occasions that I'm at home for lunch, I do nothing but sweat all day long. It's like somebody has poured a bucket of water over my head. It's that way all day. And you just have to kind of get used to it because it's terrible. It's terrible down here. And I'm from Illinois originally, where I just saw back in Illinois, it's only like 67 degrees right now. Now, when I lived in Illinois, 67 would be like, oh wow, it's not that bad out here, you know. I think if I went back into 67-degree weather, I think it would feel cold to me because we're so used to this 100 plus real feel for like the last, I don't know, since January when we had like 3 or 4 days in January where it got down to 35.
Yeah.
That was, when you're used to 190, 100 degrees every day for 10 and a half months, and then all of a sudden, here comes January, and she throws you in like 3 days at 30 degrees, and you'd be amazed as to how freaking cold that feels. Now, when I lived in Illinois, I knew people lived in Florida, and they'd say, oh my God, it's so cold, it was 40 today. I'm thinking, you pussies. 40 and you're cold? 40 up in Illinois, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. All right? I'm having fun outside. I'm still doing shit. And then I got down here. The first time I went outside, we moved here in May, 2 years ago, May. January came around, and it got down to 30. I thought I was going to freeze my balls off. and Lisa always teases me because she always says that she expected me to not, because I'm not bragging, I'm a very hot, warm person. And I'm waiting for it.
Not sexually, just temperature-wise.
Yes, just temperature-wise. I'm a complete dud everywhere else, and sexually-wise. Just cold, dead fish have more meaning than I do. Is that about right?
No.
No, a warm dead fish, not a cold one. No.
I give you a C for effort.
A C for effort. Okay. Oh God, I could go somewhere with that, but I can't. I think you know where I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's gonna turn it around on you, and.
Yes, you could turn it around on me.
But I'm a nice guy, and I love my wife.
You're not a nice guy.
Okay, I still love my wife, but I'm not a nice guy. But I still do love her. And now I almost forgot. This month is September. This month, the 25th, I will have been married to that woman for, nope, not 5 years, not 7, not even 9. We'll have been married for 10 years. And I still have a hard time believing that she put up with me for 10 years.
So do I. You have to remind me.
I still remember the night we got married, or the next morning after we got married. She kind of looked at me and she said, I had the weirdest dream. I said, what's that? She said, I had a dream that I got drunk and married you. And I said, well, you didn't get drunk. So she went over and cracked a bottle of Jack Daniels. And she said, well, I gotta finish what I started. Oh God, I'm driving all the way around the block to get across the street here with these. This isn't easy, folks. Okay, it's not easy. You gotta, and I come into these completely with nothing. I mean, I absolutely come in here with nothing planned, nothing ordained, nothing, no news articles, nothing. I just fly by the seat of my pants every time I come on here, so give me some credit for that at least. It's just, I mean, you got guys like Pete the Patriot. They got that polished Pete the Patriot money to do, what they want. They got the cool backgrounds, and I mean, I'm envious of Pete. I mean, he's got a great setup, and I like it. I gotta get me one of them green screen things or whatever he's using because I think that's cool looking. Because I don't think anybody wants to look at a clock anymore. It just reminds me that time's running out. And I think time is running out on me right now. boy, I am just bobbling back and forth between 7 and 5 people. This is probably, compared to last Saturday, this is probably the one of the not best turnouts.
No, it's probably me.
It's probably you. They can't see you, they hear you. So how can it be you?
Yeah, but hearing can sometimes be annoying.
Not to a deaf person. Oh,
You need to find a good time.
yes. Also, I'm still in the market for my a nickname for my motorcycle. For those of you who don't know about my bike, it is a black Harley Davidson Ultra Classic Limited, 2013, vintage black, and I'm still kind of looking for a nickname for it. One of the guys out here, a lot of people you know him. He goes by the name of the Memo. He lives down a little bit down from me here. He has named his bike Virus, which is kind of weird but kind of cool. So I thought it's my first Harley, not my first motorcycle, but my first Harley. So I wanted to give it a cool nickname, and we've come up with a couple names that I'm narrowing it down to, but I'm still open to hear some different ones. So, God, now I'm down to 4. Jesus, Pete, you're kicking my ass. Good for you. I'm glad you are. I think next Wednesday, when I do this, I'm going to try 9 o'clock because Pete goes on for an hour. So, the hell was that?
That was your stomach.
It was? Oh, my dog's gut just made a weird noise. Didn't know what it was. So I think 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock Florida time. I think that's what I'm gonna shoot for next week. I think that'll be a better time. Because then even if Pete has a little bit of an overplay, you guys had your full hour with him, you might come over here and show me some mercy and, just chime in and let me know I'm here. Let you know I'm here, that you're there, and that we're all here. We're all going to have fun. Or maybe I should just break down and start planning a topic and just start talking about it and just don't stop until I get done.
You could do that.
I could do that. Or I could do like the late great Deplorable Bobby. When he would do a show, he told me one time that he would prep a show. He'd have 10, 11, 12 pieces of paper. He's got everything written down. He knows what he's going to tell you. He said he'd turn the mic on, get going, and somebody would say something, and they'd go completely off topic, and he would never read what he had on his papers. I actually prefer to do it this way. I don't know why, because there's a lot of lull, there's a lot of dead air, there's a lot of guessing, I guess you could say. But I just think it's not easier. I like it this way because it's more, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for. It's more personal, I think. And what I mean by that is it's more, nothing's pre-planned. Nothing is pre-generated on a piece of paper out of a printer that I'm just reading. Everything that I'm saying is now, and it's like when I used to do radio up in Illinois. I had a couple, some good stuff and some bad stuff, and I always thought that they should have just went on and just took phone calls and just went from there. But no, long story short, the guy who was kind of ahead of it died from a heroin overdose. So they kind of killed off that show. Yeah. It's probably a good thing he died because he was just busted before that for putting a heroin and a needle, I think it was, in his baby's diaper or diaper bag.
You put it in the baby's diaper bag.
Yeah, they put heroin, either heroin or a needle or both, in a diaper bag and got busted at an airport, I believe. Was it an airport? They were flying to Boston?
No, he got busted by his wife. Or his girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The mother of the baby.
The mother of the baby busted. Mm-hmm.
And she left that night with
Yeah.
the kid, just what she could fit in the car.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. They won't get you anywhere nice. All right. I'm down to 2 people. Guys, go over to Pete the Patriot. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, but I'm going to call this quits because it ain't working out. So next Wednesday, I will do it. I will try 9 o'clock. I've tried 7. I did a pretty good, and then I don't want to do 7 though, because 7 o'clock here, I'm ahead of everybody, time-wise. I want to get like in the middle. So I think 9 o'clock. That way I'll get people in the central time zone. It'll be 8 o'clock. It'll be 6? No.
No, it'll be 6 o'clock in California.
6 o'clock in California. Pete should be done with his show. Because I don't like competing against him. He is, like I said, he's Mr. Posh. He's Mr. Polished. He's got all that glamour and gold and that Pete the Patriot money coming in. So I can't compete with him right now. I just can't. So thank you, the ones that did stop by. I appreciate it very much. I'm very grateful that you put up with me for this long. I'm sure most of you left, but let's all head over to Pete the Patriot right now. Catch the last part of his show. Talk to you guys next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. We'll try 9 o'clock, see what that does. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye.